Thank you.
So I was thinking about bald
Recording in
beavers.
progress. Before you get to beavers,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to welcome everybody back to Tom Talks, where I'm not the host, but 40 is
Yes, and
that guy. Pew
this
pew pew
guy,
pew
this
pew
guy
pew pew
who's
pew.
so cool and hip that if you want to see more cool and hipness, click, like, subscribe, share,
That's right. Oh
do
yes,
circle dances, smoke a peace
rain
pipe.
dance. Do some rain
Oh,
dances in your bedroom. Do some rain dances in your
oh,
bedroom
right.
so
I thought
that
you said breakdancing. I was so good at the caterpillar. I
ah
was really good at the caterpillar. I'm telling you. I mean, I miss that era that it didn't go straight through because some of these, and I'm not talking about the Australian lady who did the weird goose step. That was a moment of glory in
were
pop
you
culture history.
But were you of this rotund persuasion when you were doing
No,
the
no,
caterpillar?
no, quite the opposite.
Because that would have been especially if not only were you of this rotund persuasion, but if you were as flexible as to perform
Yes.
an accurately moving caterpillar, that would be quite the thing, man. That would be
Well,
the
well, let me
man.
give let me explain to you, and I do believe there's actual video footage that I need to unearth. At some point, I had expanded rapidly like a hot air balloon
Uh-huh.
during the gap in between decades of breakdancing and non-breakdancing, and
I
I
remember in the 90s or
yeah.
the late 80s, early 90s when the great Gap expansion happened
Yes, that gap
from
expansion
Kmart to Gap, right?
yeah,
We
to super gap.
to
And
Super
the
Gap.
super
Remember that?
gap was so immense you could get lost in it. You don't
Yeah.
want a big gap. A
Hello,
little gap
hello,
is
hello.
just right. You know,
Right. Hello, hello, hello. You didn't have to repeat that. I
echo,
didn't. I
echo,
didn't. I
echo.
didn't.
Yeah.
Do you
Which is
remember that joke?
yes, of course. Which is funny that the outsized uh
Be
layouts.
careful. Be careful where you're going with this.
Yeah, well, I don't know. The outsized floor plan, the layouts, the stores
Ah,
getting
yes.
bigger and bigger and bigger over time
Right.
has now gone the opposite direction. They're now contracting, right? So the
Well,
expansion is now contracting to the point where you got
it's usually how it
Bloomingdale's.
works. Usually
Yeah.
how it
But
works.
something like Bloomingdale's, which was like the paragon of, oh, this is the high end store, this is Bloomies, has literally now been rebranded as Bloomies. And it's the size of what the Gap used to be. Wait a minute. How is this a department store? Each department is a rack. It's just,
Yeah, they're not department stores anymore. Now they're the boutique the what am I trying to say? They're going after the not the mass produced. Um, they are going after the
artisanal,
handmade, the artisanal,
bespoke.
the quality, the bespoke, absolutely, the quality over quantity, which is fantastic because that comes right out of Japanese fashion. Japanese fashion is very, very much about uh, quality over quantity
Mm-hmm.
and craftsmanship, especially craftsmanship. Hence why the Japanese jeans cost two legs and a foot. But they last you, 20 years.
Yeah.
So,
It's
speaking of Japanese, speaking of
with two
Japanese,
legs
and
and two
with
feet.
two legs, well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Not
why would
not
they have?
Japanese
Well,
quadriplegics, right? Just
No,
Just
why would
phone.
we be talking about quadriplegics of any
You know,
nationality
well, many
other than the
nations.
vegetarian, other than the vegetarian quadriplegics, which then would need
A
a
chiropractor.
vegetarian, a very a vegetarian chiropractor.
I
Yeah,
think it would be a vegan
a
chiropractor.
vegan chiropractor.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I guess it
yeah,
could be.
yeah,
No, in town we have many shops
yeah.
um, of owned and operated by people of the Japanese persuasion. Um,
The cobbler is one, isn't he?
well, yeah, but that's not where I was going. But yeah, he's a Japanese, he's a transplant, right?
Hmm.
He came
Hmm.
here many, many years ago, and he still prefers to speak, Japanese. And his closest clients speak to him in Japanese, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, the no, talking about the businesses. Um, we have a lot of Canadian Japanese that
Oh,
visit our, yeah.
from
You know,
like the Ottawa.
one of our sister cities is Montreal, right?
Yes, yes.
And in Montreal, uh, Canada, that is
Hmm.
Quebec. Um, there are a lot of there are a lot of people that were born and raised there
Hmm.
that are of Asian descent, but don't speak a
Any
lick
Asian?
a lick of any Asian.
No
No,
kidding. Is
no,
Asian
no.
just a general
Yeah, because
language?
you can't,
Hey, I speak
well, you
Asian.
because you can't say Oriental anymore.
Ah, really?
Yeah, you can't. Nobody speaks Oriental anymore, which is a shame
It
because
is.
it was a beautiful language at one time.
Yeah.
So now they speak Asian, yes,
Hmm. Hmm.
and that way, you're being polite and you don't have to worry about like, well, I'm not that kind of Asian, you know. Well, what kind of Asian are you? Not like that, you know. Uh,
They walk around like the robot from
sign
Intergalactic
language.
Planetary. Around the world. They can only move in like 5-degree increments, right? There's no smooth transition.
Yeah,
That
except that you sang one song and called out a different one,
exactly at the
right?
same time,
Yeah, you Beastie
which
Boys
is in
and
itself is also kind of racist, right? Oh, all these songs are the
very,
same. All the songs are
very,
the same.
yeah, they all look alike. All those songs look alike. They do.
They look alike. They sound different, but they look alike.
You know your kind, right?
Okay,
Your song. Well, sorry. Go ahead.
so that reminded me one of my favorite music video directors of all time
Uh-huh.
is Michael, but Michel Gondry.
I
If you
don't know.
He did Eternal Sunshine of the Spotted Mind or whatever it was
Okay.
called.
Yeah.
That was one of his first feature films. He's done so many freaking like intense, amazing layered videos. He
Really?
did the video for Daft Punk around the world. He did stuff for the Chemical Brothers. He did a lot of shit for Bjork, and
No. Well,
all
that's
his
pretty layered.
yeah, his every single one of his videos are layers upon layers upon layers, and he tunes it in with the music. So the visuals, it's like synthesia, right? The music, the visual is tied in directly to the beat and the layers of the music. So you're
Oh
watching this,
shit.
you don't
That's
even have to
awesome.
be tripping. You're just watching it and you're like, holy cow, there's so many layers to peel off.
Yeah. How many
Uh
people do you think actually got that? Other than, you always have the core fans, right?
yeah.
Especially with artists like Daft Punk or Bjork.
Yeah.
They have a certain class, a certain type of there you go, class, a certain type of fanship. but they are liked by a mass
Yeah.
general public, and I don't you think that it goes
Un,
not
un, Unnoticed.
unnoticed? Yeah,
No, I think what happens is it is appreciated by all, and those who don't might not consciously be aware of the layers. Subconsciously, there's something that's picking up, right? And that's why these particular artists are so respected and renowned. You know,
mm.
they do things for the layered crowd, let's say, but it's
Yeah.
presented
So
in a way.
they make populist art for
No, 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 not
uh.
populist art. You're using the wrong
Hold
term.
on, let
You're
me
using the wrong
finish.
term. Yeah,
You're why? What's wrong with populist?
populist literally means the lowest end,
Yeah,
the lowest common denominator. They're not making it for the lowest common denominator.
yes, they are. They're making it for the general, for everybody to like. That's the whole point of a music video. However, it is simultaneously art for artists. Give an example. Beastie Boys. Um, shit. What now? It just slipped out of my mind. The Beastie Boys song that is the video was the
Sabotage,
70s
sabotage.
Sabotage.
Spike
Okay.
Jones directed that one
One of the greatest fucking videos ever
with
made,
the best
right?
opening riff, one of the top 10 opening riffs.
Right? So
Yeah.
Sabotage comes on, and the it starts out as a TV show slash 70s TV show slash cop movie. For those in the know, right?
Yeah.
So here's an artist making art for artists,
Yep.
right? The music is already music made for musicians that happens to also appeal to a larger audience.
Yeah.
But now you have an artist who's making a video that is aimed that's an artist making art for artists. So the references are endless. The camera used, the style of shooting, the filters, the costumes, the mustaches, the cars, the script, right? He's recalling some very, very specific things that only people in the know. However, it's a fucking funny, hysterical. Oh my God. Did you see the newest Beastie Boys
Yes.
video for
Yes.
Sabotage? So fucking hilarious. Man, it's like 70s funny, you know. It's like it's super funny, man. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I have no fucking clue. That's a
Exactly.
populist, right?
Okay.
It's a
Yeah.
populist art form.
So,
Man, I love those guys.
but I love yeah, which one went? Was it MCA? Which one
Yes,
passed? Yeah.
yes, MCA,
Yeah,
throat cancer.
yeah. It sucks when you see, because when you're like, say, a Richard Chamberlain at the age of 90, you're like, God bless, they live
Yeah,
90 years. And then at the same time you're like, there's no one in the past two generations that understand what an important actor he was, right?
right. Yeah,
uh
yeah.
and then you see the guys who die young, and you're like, that's a shame because they didn't get to fulfill their potential. But what is the potential? That they've outlived their usefulness, so to speak, and that no one appreciates them 50 years for 50 years, two generations do not appreciate Gene Hackman. How could we not know? Like, how can there not be anybody who doesn't know who Gene Hackman is?
Oh, there
Apparently
are
there's
millions of
two
people that
generations who
have no
had no
fucking
clue
clue.
who he
Yeah,
was.
absolutely. I myself have a shrine in the other room to the greatest actor of all time,
Rock Hudson.
uh, George Hamilton.
Oh yes. The Gay Zorro, the Gay Blade is the best movie ever made that no one cares about.
I mean, he's inspired world leaders. if you understand, if you know, you know.
And do you realize, going back to our discussion, it's because he had this golden hue. He was naturally golden. You remember that?
That Cheetos tan,
But it
man.
was a
I
real
fucking
tan.
love
It
that.
wasn't. It wasn't a manufactured
Absolutely. It
tan.
was not, that's right. It was not Cheetos powder. It was true tan.
Yeah, and
The
he had
man
that mesmerizing mole that would just draw your attention. You would just see that mole,
mole,
and
mole, 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 mole,
but
mole.
it made sense. You know why? It would disarm you because you would look at it and then you'd be entranced by his devilish grin, his smile.
Well, it
So it's
wasn't a
like,
mole, man. It was like those beautiful actresses with a beauty mark, right? They used to even color it in.
yeah, but
He
it's
was so handsome and so charming. That was not a mole. That was a beauty mark, man.
that I think is when it was first coined as a beauty mark. You know?
Because of George Hamilton.
Yeah, I believe so.
Hey,
I
hey, can you
swear to God,
guys
I
fact?
ask
Can
the
you put that
fat
on the
people.
list? Please put that on the list of fact checking.
So our fat checkers are our assistants, which short for assistant.
One.
Yeah. So that makes him a fat ass.